Hello guys, Monkey here. Welcome to my low NPC tutorial for how to move around in the map. Now, what I will tell you is based off my own experience. I've played up to phase level 10 with around 80 FPS and I've learned to do these things from many gunfights. Slowly learned what works and I will teach you my ways. So first things first is when we talk about movement on low end, we are obviously talking about the things that specifically affect low end. So we're not talking about the bunny hopping or some crazy movement stuff. We are talking about what affects you on low FPS. And this comes down to peaking angles and holding angles. And what I will tell you is that you should not do angle smoothing on low end. Now, angle smoothing means you are following the corner as you go. The lower your FPS is, the harder it is for you to react to a moving target. So when you're doing angle smoothing, even if it's small, even if it's you taking angles like this, it will mess up your aim. You might have an FPS drop or something. So my recommendation, what I've noticed that works, is kind of moving into this rhythm that, for example, Xantares does. And Xantares came from playing on a super low-end PC, grinded his way up to FPL. So when you see him play, he's not really smooth. He's more so like taking positions one step at a time. So if you see him, it looks kind of like a robot when he comes out. He's like taking position. He moves his crosshair, taking position, moves his crosshair, taking position. It's kind of like if you were watching some like cleaning robot clear the room. It's like he's moving like this, even when there isn't an angle. Even if he's peeking jungle and then next he wants to peek con, he's not peeking jungle and then peeking con. He's moving in these steps like this. Even when he's not peeking angles, even when he's off the angle, clearing spaces between two angles, he's still doing steps. And this helps you so much when you're clearing angles on low end, because the visual clarity for you when you are not doing this, when you're not doing moves like this, but when you're changing it to just you moving like this and your crosshair is stationary, you will notice the difference in your reaction time when you do these blocky movements. It will feel funny at first, but trust me, you will notice the difference, especially if you're under 100 FPS. When you start doing these a little like blocky movements, you will feel insanely good. It will be like night and day. Now, let's go into the topic of holding angles. Holding angles is hard on low-end FPS. If you wait, you lose. Because you have input lag and you can't smoothly adjust like this. And if you don't wait, if you AD, we get into that visual clarity problem where you can't really see them. So, two options. Again, stop your crosshair and just let yourself move out the angle, into the angle. That's one way. Stop your crosshair movement and let your visual clarity take a much higher position. Instead of doing this, following the angle that pros do, that you might follow, which is harder on low end. Just take the chance that somebody gets a tiny timing on you and just hold your crosshair more still. The other thing that I like to do is do much smaller AD. So for example here, when you see pros hold angles, you can see they're doing AD, they might be doing a little bit wider, smoothing the corner, waiting for somebody to peek. That doesn't really work for me, especially if I get to a map like Ancient where I'm like at 60-50 FPS sometimes. What I like to do is hold the walk button. Now this sounds stupid, but you are moving and you will be accurate very quickly. So it helps you in that case. And you can be kind of off angle too. You can hold the walk button and you can still move. Now I'll show you. There you go. So I'll show you the differences. Let's go here where the sun is. Hello. So this is what ADAD looks like when you're doing it a little. So your legs do take wide stances, but even if you are holding shift, your body is still moving a lot. Like I'm not actually moving my crosshair almost at all here, and my body is still moving a lot. Especially if you look at my head or legs, I'm holding shift right now. So my crosshair is probably not even moving right now, but look at how much movement my model does, right? So you can do ADAD, you can also hold shift to help yourself and still get the same benefit from ADAD. So let's look at it again. We can do ADAD, which is a lot of visual unclarity for low end, or you hold shift and you do this movement. Do you see the visual difference from this to this? And it looks the same to the enemy. This looks the same to the enemy as this does. So that's a trick you can use for low end that really works. So thank you guys for watching. This was a short one, a little few tips for you guys, but they will do you wonders. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.